Back, NBC6 is your local election headquarters, and in 8 days, voters in Louisiana's 4th Congressional District will elect a new congressman. Democratic candidate Marshall Jones is vying for that spot, and he's kind enough to join us today. Thank you very much for being with us today. How's the campaign going? You're in the home stretch here.
Dan, first, thank you for having me tonight.
Yes.
I appreciate you inviting me by. We're working hard all day, every day. 8 days left, really almost 7. And it comes down now to just reaching out and trying to catch the attention of everyone you can. It's all about getting out to vote. The election's a week from Saturday. Tomorrow's the last day of early voting. Right. And it's important that everybody go vote.
Let's start with that then here, because you did win in the primary. You were the top vote getter.
That's correct.
But the overwhelming concern, especially for Democratic candidates, is consolidation of the Republican vote. How do you avoid that in the 4th District?
I think people that have watched my career and know a lot about me know that I don't think much like the national Democrats. Right. I'm a pro-life, pro-military, pro-Second Amendment conservative. And I never have put much stock into the political left or the political right. What I'm always focused on is moving forward, doing positive things, finding the best plan, and whether it's a Republican plan or a Democratic plan. And those people that support me know that I will always put my country and the 4th Congressional District ahead of any political party. My family members are Republicans. My sister is an elected judge, Frances Jones Pittman, and we were raised by the same parents in the same environment, and I registered as a Democrat when I was 18, 40-something years ago, and have not changed my political affiliation.
And your wife's a Republican as well.
She sure
so not only do you speak it professionally, but you live it personally. Well, here you are getting out to vote early as well, Mr. Jones. That is a message you're preaching. You have to preach it, especially in Caddo Parish as well. You have to win Caddo Parish. You have to win Caddo Parish big come Saturday, the 10th. How is that going to happen? Do you think you can get enough voters in Caddo Parish to combat what Mike Johnson is going to be getting in Bossier, because that is his stronghold?
Well, his strong point is Bossier. That's where he lives. Yes. I live in Caddo Parish. Sure. I was born and raised in Caddo and have lived here all my life. In fact, my office is in the same zip code in which I was born, 71104. I haven't gone very far. And I think the focus on voters to distinguish me from my friend Mike is to look at what I have done as opposed to what he talks about he's going to do. And for 40 years, I've been a business lawyer and a businessman. And I've been involved in the oil and gas business, healthcare, construction, banking, and the things that we need to do to generate economic development back in the 4th District are things that I've been involved in all of my adult life.
Well, let's talk about, you say your friend Mike. Mike and you both have agreed to run positive campaigns here. It's been very cordial, if you will, and in this political season, it's been refreshing to so many people. Was that a conscious decision by you and Mike both to not be on the attack?
People are sick and tired of negative politics, although everyone thinks that negative politics is what you have to do. During the presidential race, whether you were for President-elect Trump or Secretary Clinton, I think persons throughout the country were exhausted when it was over with. And I've chosen to stay positive. I mean, why not? And there's so little time to talk about what's positive about me that I don't need to be spending any time what's negative about my opponent. Right. He and I are similar in a lot of ways. We're both pro-life, pro-Second Amendment. Sure. But the difference in us is really experience. And I think when people focus on that, they may have something that can distinguish us. But as far as going negative, I think you might gain 5 votes and lose 5 votes. Right. And people don't want to hear that, particularly in this part of the country.
Yeah, there's been enough of it. Well, Mr. Jones, thank you very much for being with us here today.
My pleasure.
Best of luck come the 10th. And again, the message is simply get out and vote. If you have an opinion, make sure you cast that vote. We want to provide that reminder to you. The early voting for the runoff election, it ends tomorrow. You see it right there. There are your times, 8:30 a.m. until 6 p.m. Get out, cast your vote, and
bring an umbrella.
Yes, definitely tomorrow it's going to be needed. Have your voice heard in terms of Louisiana's 4th Congressional District. Thank you again for being with us here to say.
You're very kind. Yes, appreciate your courtesy.
Best of luck, sir, moving forward. Stick around. We have more news and weather coming your way right after the break.